Welcome back for another video, everyone. We are going to be doing another mixed media experiment. I've been having a bit of a time with my art process here lately. Everything's been feeling really stagnant and I'm not really sure what I want to be doing. So I got myself some oil pastels for my birthday to just play around with. Obviously right now I'm not using the oil pastels because I'm doing an acrylic underpainting, and as you saw, I put a clear film over the back because I wanted to get messy and not have to worry about ruining my sketch. And now I'm going to attempt an underpainting on the back. At this point, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to go about incorporating the oil pastels. I just know that I need to build up enough of an underpainting that I don't layer my pastels on too heavy, because I have done one quick study with them already where I laid down too much pastel too quickly and it got to a point where it just wasn't workable anymore. So I'm going a little heavier with the paint this go around, and I'm trying to figure out where my lights and darks are ultimately going to be. Originally, I had planned on keeping my bat really loose, but as you'll see as I keep working on the face and body, I do tighten all that up a bit. I decided it would ultimately be easier to do most of the detail with the paint instead of the pastels, because that's where my comfort zone is at this point. I decided I needed to add a little bit more to the background to give me something to work off of when I come to the pastel, because I let it get a little too messy. I couldn't see where I wanted my lights and darks to really go anymore. So you'll see me blocking that in now, and then it's gonna get a bit crazier. At first with the pastels, I thought I was going to kind of stick to the colors I had already laid down in acrylic paint. But then you'll see I decide I just want to have fun, and I start throwing all kinds of colors in. At this point, I'm not really sure how I'm going to blend it all together. I am just having fun mixing a bunch of different colors in a bunch of random places and just seeing what's going to happen. I ended up pulling out kind of a weird supply for my blending. This was originally a clay tool that I had from a few years ago when I was playing around with some air dry clay. I thought it would be good at pushing the pastel around a little bit, and it turns out I was right. Here you'll see I'm going real crazy with the blending. I thought I didn't want a ton of texture, but I'm gonna come back and play with that a little bit more and reintroduce a little bit of texture in a later pastel layer. But this is very much a back and forth and intuitive process at this point. I'm just going by what feels fun, I guess. I really wanted my bat wings to have some texture and depth, so I decided it would be interesting to layer colored pencil along with the acrylic instead of going with the oil pastel in the wings. I didn't feel like I could control that as much as I wanted to at this point, so I'm still taking some kind of crazy colors, at least the most similar I could find to the colored pencils that I still have to match with the oil pastel. And yeah, you can just see me constantly building that up. Then I'm going to do a layer of acrylic glazing over it to try to accentuate some of the darks and lights. And I thought that was a really fun way to kind of cover up some of the texture but still let a little peek through. And then I will go back over that with some more colored pencil just to really make it as textured as possible. And I really liked the depth that ended up coming out of all of that back and forth. Quick camera blip, but don't worry, I caught it before I messed up too much footage. Originally, I wasn't going to go in with the colored pencil on the face and body and do any detail, but once I had started doing some to the wings, it just looked too untextured then, so I had to go in and mess things up a bit. Here I am finally putting that paint layer in that I mentioned earlier, and I probably blended it out way more than I ended up needing to looking back at the footage now, but I'm still very happy with how it ended up turning out, and it is something that I want to continue playing with in future paintings. And here I am adding back some more texture into the pastel and a few more colors in places that I didn't originally have them, or just spreading out some more of the color. I just wasn't done playing with the pastels, and I just felt like I could punch up a few areas just a little bit more. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed the process. I hope you like the slightly different direction things might be going now. And I hope you tune in for the next one.